Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and my name is Siri. In this video, I am going to talk about one of the common comments that I have received on my videos, and that is, I understand English but I can't speak. What can I do about it? That is what we are going to talk about in today's video, and I believe this is one of the interesting topics when it comes to English. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So talking about this particular topic, that I understand English but I can't speak, this is the major problem. Major problem of every English learner out there. Like 100% of English learners actually face this problem, because when I have started my journey, I had this problem that I used to understand everything that people were speaking, but when it comes to my turn or when it comes to something that I need to speak, I would just go blank. I cannot even speak a single word out. I know I used to face this problem a lot, and I will just try to explain this as simple as I can, and I will also give you a solution to this problem. So I just want to share one thing here is that, see, I speak Telugu, I speak Hindi, I speak English. Okay, I understand Tamil, I understand Kannada. Okay, but I can't speak Kannada and Tamil. Why? Because I have only focused on how can I understand Kannada and Tamil, but I never focused on how can I speak Tamil or Kannada, because I'm comfortable with understanding them. When it comes to speaking, maybe in future I might learn how to speak those languages, but for now I'm comfortable just understanding them. Now the same thing applies to English as well. If you are facing this problem that you are able to understand everything that people are saying but you're not able to speak, that means you are just limiting yourself to just understand the language, but you're not putting that effort to speak out. That is the only reason why you are facing this problem. I think this is what I would think, in my opinion. See, the effort that you put towards understanding the language and the effort that you put towards speaking that language are very different. In order to understand that language, it might require only very little amount of effort. But in order to speak that language, it requires a lot of confidence. It requires not being nervous while speaking. So the effort is different. So I think in the initial days of me learning this language, or right in the beginning when I have actually started to learn this language, I never used to speak out. I would never put effort into speaking at all, but I would understand everything. So that means I just focused on understanding till now. I never focused on trying to speak in that language. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's good that you are able to understand everything, which will make the speaking process much easier for you. Okay, people who are not even able to understand this language, for them it is going to be much more difficult to get into speaking this language. But people who are already good at understanding this language, for you guys, speaking is actually going to be very easy and fun. It's just that you haven't put your any effort into speaking, and now it's the time that you put your effort into speaking, not only understanding. And one more important point I would like to highlight is that speaking and understanding are two different concepts. If a person is able to understand whatever you're speaking, that does not mean that that person is able to speak. They are two different concepts. There are many people out there who are able to understand this language very well, but when it comes to speaking, they are not able to speak. It happens. It happens. If you understand this language, that does not mean you know how to speak in this language. You have to differentiate between them, and you also need to work on them individually. Okay, for understanding, there is the different amount of effort that you need to put. For speaking, there is a different amount of effort that you need to put. Speaking requires more of practical effort, more of practical practice that you need to do. You have to go out, speak, only then you will be able to speak in English. But for understanding, you can do that from your own comfort zone. You don't have to put yourself into uncomfortable situations, or you don't have to get nervous. You're just trying to understand understand the language. That's it. So it requires less amount of effort, but that is not enough for you to get your work done. You can only get your work done, or you're trying to indulge yourself into this language because you wanted to speak. In order to speak, you definitely got to put that effort into speaking. Whatever you put your effort in, you are going to become good at it. If you put your effort into understanding, you are going to become better at understanding this language. If you put your effort into speaking, you are going to become better at your speaking. As simple as that. So overall, what I'm trying to tell you is that now it's time that you focus on speaking, not on understanding. Till now, you have focused a lot on understanding. You're good at understanding this language. Whenever someone speaks in this language, you're able to understand it well and good. Now, when you're able to understand it, use that your advantage, that what you're able to learn from that person. If you're able to understand whatever the other person speaks, you are able to understand that, right? Why don't you learn something from it? People who do not understand it, they have to struggle to understand. When you're already able to understand, why don't you learn from that person, or why don't you learn from that situation? Why don't you learn from whatever you have understood in this language? And when you understand things, it is going to show you a way to learn things and implement them in your practice, so that you can speak better and you are going to become better at your speaking. That is the only thing I can tell you. And this is not something that you need to feel bad about, that why I'm able to understand everything but I'm not able to speak anything. You are able to understand everything, right? Then take that as your advantage, that you're able to understand, and take it as a learning and learn from every situation, understand every situation, analyze and implement. That is the only thing which will help you to speak fluent English. So it all depends on what you're focusing on. You're focusing on understanding, then you will be able to understand it better. You're focusing on speaking, then you will be able to speak better. It's all about where you're putting your focus and where you're putting your effort, and how much of effort you're putting in every aspect when it comes to being fluent in English. So this is the only thing I can tell you. It sounds very simple, and it is actually simple. You just need to analyze this. You just need to put that effort into speaking, and that itself is enough for you to make yourself fluent in English. So this is it. I hope you guys have liked this video. If you did, please give it a like and share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to read your comments, especially about this video. So do not forget to leave a comment after watching this video. I'll see you guys very soon. Till then, you take care. I will see you soon. Bye.